to day 2 of Dream It, Do It. I'm so happy that you're joining me today as we talk about vision. It's so important for us to have a vision of a compelling future for ourselves, not least because, well, for me, it helps keep me positive and looking forwards to the future. It's so important to always be having something to look forwards to, but also because once you've got a vision in here and you can see something and visualize what it is that you want, that is the first step to being able to achieve it for real in real life. Without a vision, how do you know what it is that you want or where you're going? It's important to have a view in your mind of the things that you're aspiring to and that you would like for your life. And to some extent, I think we all do this without even thinking about it. But to consciously create a vision that is exactly how you want your life to be 1 year, 5 year, 10 years into the future is just the beginning of actualizing the life that you dream of. My question to you is, what is your vision? And you may ask me, well, how do I work out what my vision is? The best way I have found to do it is to ask yourself a series of questions. And when you are going through these questions with your pen and paper, take that bit of quiet time to sit down and really let just the ideas flow out onto the paper when you answer the questions. But what I challenge you to do is to dream big. Don't play small with this. This is just your imagination letting loose and getting into your deepest, innermost desires to see what is it that in the absolute best case scenario I would like for my life. Once you can tap into that, that is going to allow you to build a vision for your future that inspires you and excites you. And you can work towards that vision in baby steps, and eventually you can find that you can get there and achieve amazing things. So let's jump into some questions that you can work through to help you create the ideal vision for your future and for your 2022. Okay, so for this next part, make yourself comfortable, get yourself a nice drink of something you love, get your notebook and pen, and just sit down and work your way through these questions. What I'm going to suggest you do is, as I talk about each category, listen to the questions, write them down, and then set a timer, pause me, set a timer, and just brainstorm for 5 minutes for each of the categories. Just write down everything, just let it pour on out of you. There's no right or wrong answers, just write it all down, and that way you're going to get all of your thoughts down onto paper, and it's going to help you start to build and grow that vision. And before we make a start on those questions, now that you're sitting comfortably, I'm just going to do a quick heart-based exercise with you so that you can really get deep inside and understand your deepest dreams and desires. What I want you to do is to take your hand or hands and put it on your heart and close your eyes. Close your eyes with me. I'm just going to take a deep breath in and out. In and out. And as you do this, continue breathing in and out slowly. Just imagine with your hands that you can feel your heart gently beating in your chest. Just that ever-present beating of your heart. Continue with your breathing in and out. And as you connect with your heart, you can feel it beating under your hands. Just think of a memory from this past year that brought you great joy. Just let a memory come to you where you felt really happy. Just picture that memory in detail. See your surroundings. What could you smell? What could you taste? Who were you with? Just enjoy that memory. And now pick another memory that made you feel really happy. Could be from any time in your life, but a memory that brought you some of the greatest joy in your life. Just connect with that memory and soak it in. Feel it. And enjoy that moment again. And now we're going to pick one final memory. Again, from any time in your life. Making a memory this time that made you laugh. A time when you just found something so incredibly funny. Maybe you were with family or friends or even on your own. But just experience that moment again. And now breathe again with me. In and out. And I just want you in this moment to say thank you. Say thank you to your heart, to your body, to your mind, for all of the incredible experiences that you have had so far in your life, and for all the amazing experiences to come. And when you're ready, open your eyes. And now, I want you to pick up your pen and we're going to answer these questions together. The first thing that I want you to answer is what excites you the most about the next 12 months and about the longer term, so your 5 to 10 year vision. You will already know some things in your heart that are there that you're excited for, that you'd like to do, achieve, experiences you want to have, things you want to be. So write down what excites you most about your future. Don't forget to pause me, come back, and moving on to the next question. So the next question to talk about is, what bucket list things do you want to do, be, or have? Hopefully, or well, not necessarily hopefully, you may never have thought of having a bucket list before, but many people do, maybe as they're approaching a milestone birthday or something like that. So just have a think about, if I could do anything, be anything, have anything, what are some of those things that I always wanted to do and have never got round to? Write those down. For the next few questions, I've broken these down into categories. We're going to talk about relationships, money and business, and health and wellness. So first of all, let's get to relationships. My questions in this area that I want you to think about and write down for the next 5 minutes is, who do you want to spend your time with? How do you want your relationships to make you feel? And how do you want to make others feel? And what can you bring to the relationships to make them at their fullest and their most vibrant, so that you're just having the best relationships? It may be with a partner, with a parent, a sibling, a child, your friends, acquaintances, business associates. Whoever the relationships are with, how do you want each of those to look in the next year? Next up, we're going to talk about money and business. If you're thinking in terms of what money you're going to attract into your life in the next 12 months, and it could come to you in multiple or many ways, it doesn't just have to be from employment. What would be the absolute ultimate amount of money that you would like to attract this year that feels realistic to you, but maybe is also stretching the boundaries a little bit? What would you like to have? What experiences would you like to have? What luxuries might you like to have? Any new products, things you might like to buy? Have a think about all of those and write them down. Right, I hope that you've got lots of ideas there for money and business. Finally, we're going to talk about your health and wellness. Perhaps this should have been the first category, but this is just so important, because if we don't have our health and if we don't have the correct mindset, everything can go off on a skew and we can not enjoy lives to the fullest. So let's jump straight into these questions. Take your 5 minutes and answer, what does your healthiest, the best version of you look like? Are you strong, fit, slim, full of energy, healthy? What does it look like for you? You get to decide. And how do you want to look and feel? What makes you happy? And what brings you joy? Think about all the moments like we did earlier with that exercise. What brings you the most joy? What has brought you the most joy in your life? And what would you like to experience more of? And how do you love to fuel your mind? Do you like to read? Do you like to do courses, go to events? What kind of ways do you like to feed your mind and keep it active? This last section is a little bit different, but I find this one really powerful for uncovering the things that really are the most important to me. What I want you to do is to imagine that you're at the end of your life, or nearly at the end of your life. Let's say whatever age that is you think that you will live to. You know, it's been a really fulfilling and successful life, and you're looking back on it. And I want you to write down all of the greatest achievements that you've had in your life, the things that you're most proud of, that you love the most, that you got the most happiness from. What are they? Get those down. And then on the flip side, I also want you to write down if you have any things that you wish that you'd have done but didn't manage to. What are the things that you would regret not doing or having or being the most? Write those down too. Right, so we've been through all of the questions for creating our vision. Hopefully now you're starting to get a feel and a picture for all of the things that inspire you and excite you about your future. Tomorrow I want us to have a little bit more focus on the next 12 months and really locking in what our vision is for specifically for the next 12 months that may fit into that bigger picture, but that we can focus on from January through December. So I really hope that today's Dream It, Do It session has been helpful for you. Join me again tomorrow. If you like this video, subscribe to me and hit the notification bell. You're going to get notified about all of the rest of the videos in this series. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you again tomorrow.